We've done Italy, we've done Spain, we've done England. Let's go to Portugal. Yes, this one is called the Sporting CP343 version 2. It is by Sebastian 3, whom we've seen stuff from before. There's a small description and a couple of screenshots, and that's it. But the description basically says, more suitable for upstream and midstream clubs. In addition, the setting of the set ball is also very important. Like reality, it is sometimes a scoring point, whether it's offensive or defensive settings. And basically what that means is that it's best to use this tactic in conjunction with a good set ball strategy for better results. As you would expect. Use it with opposition instructions that work well. Use it with set pieces that seem to work well. I'm not a set piece person. This tactic does not include set pieces in it. So find one online if you have no idea what to do with it. And I'm sure there are plenty of winning tactics out there, and you can definitely just boost your club all the way. But with that said, we'll see how this does on its own with our three teams of Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League, and then our championship side of Ipswich Town. So let's head to the Premier League and see how they did. Overall, starting out, Liverpool doing not too badly. 82 points, 85 goals, sitting in second place. It's around average of what we would have expected. Again, now this is with the new database, with the new updates, the transfers, the attribute updates, and things like that. I don't know how this is going to go from here on out. Average generally is about 85 points. We'll see if that sticks to the case with this new database update. But Aston Villa in 8th, usually it's supposed to be around 10th place is where they sit. But unfortunately, 8th place is not a great increase for them. 60 points, 66 goals. I mean, it's not bad, but we've definitely seen better so far. Now, like I mentioned, this does have the February database update with all the transfers in it, all the winter transfers and all the attribute updates and things like that. One of the changes in this save, at least, is that this is a Carabao Cup and not the EFL Cup anymore. But Chelsea just knocking Liverpool out in the 4th round, so fairly quickly. But you do get the FA Cup trophy. Brighton 4-1 is a thrashing. But unfortunately for the Europa League, you lose out in the round of 16 to RB Leipzig. Not a well done operation there at all. So competition-wise, Premier League is where it's at. Second place, I mean, it's not any better than what we've seen before, but still, you're still sitting in second place, not bad. Europa League, out in the round of 16, not good at all. Carabao Cup, out in the 4th round by Chelsea, not good at all. But you do pull away, lifting the FA Cup trophy. That is your one shining moment minus your second place finish. Squad-wise, we do see a sea of green, so that'll be interesting to see how it does. But 28 goals from Mohamed Salah, Nunez with 19. One of the things that I've got to figure out from here on out, Nunez usually scores in the upper 20s to 30, and if he does that, you've got a fantastic tactic on your hand. 19 goals is definitely down from what we're expecting. Assist-wise, 16 for Trent, 15 for Salah, not a bad outing there. And then 7-3-9 for Mohamed Salah. That is a good job. Aston Villa picking up the other half of that domestic cup trophy side. Carabao Cup final 1-0 over Newcastle and losing out in the FA Cup quarters, as we've seen, to Liverpool. But an almost perfect run all the way to the Europa Conference League final, beating Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen 3-1. A very nice job there. Well done in picking up that second trophy. So competition-wise, Aston Villa coming in 8th in the Premier League, not fantastic there. Not a good job. You're scheduled to be 10th, so you're raising it a bit, but not enough to actually make this tactic worthwhile. However, Conference League got the trophy. Carabao Cup, you got another trophy. Both a fantastic way to go. FA Cup, losing out pretty quickly. So whether this is one for you to use for Aston Villa, that's up to you. I think you could do better at job than what this sim did. But again, 8th place, you got a long way to go to kind of rise to that 81 points to get the Champions League. So goals-wise, 15 for Jonathan David, who does come in the January transfer windows. And Yolo's in there on loan. Diaby with 13. Assists, 13 for Digne. Average rating, I guess, Emiliano Martinez with 7.24 in 60 appearances. Very well done for him. You definitely need a lot of these different players to kind of increase their stats if you want to kind of rise in the table at all. Liverpool's data hub does have some good attacking numbers. We've definitely seen higher. Aston Villa, though, you got some better than Premier League average. You got crossing percentages less, but still, it's not bad. It's just not the greatest. And as we jump into the Premier League stats, Liverpool, the only one, most goals, 85 in second place, fewest shots, second for Liverpool, 7th for Aston Villa. Most possession, 4th for Liverpool there. It's 8th for Aston Villa. Most dribbles made, not there. Tackles won, not there. Best pass completion, Liverpool and Aston Villa in 5th and 6th, 89 and 88%. Not too bad. We've definitely seen, up in the 90s. Most shots for it, Liverpool in 1st with 614 and Aston Villa in 6th with 509. And as we look at our championship side of Ipswich Town, 2nd place, automatic promotion right there. 102 points, only 1 away from Southampton, but 106 goals. We've seen better tactics with better tallies, but 106, you top the league. Looking fantastic so far. Bolton beating Ipswich Town in the Carabao Cup 3rd round. Yeah, you're not expecting much there. FA Cup 4th round against Newcastle, though. Connor Chaplin sent off in the 36th. So not a great job. 4-1, you're not going to get past that. That's a tough one to beat. Domestic Cups, though, just didn't work. Competition-wise, championship is where it was at for you. Ipswich Town doing an amazing job getting to 2nd place and getting promoted. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, you're not expected to go too far anyway, and you really didn't. And as you can see, only 4 in the green right now. So Connor Chaplin with 14 goals. Not a fantastic tally, but 16 assists for Leif Davis, an average rating 720 for Leif Davis as well. You definitely don't have the numbers that we've seen in other tactics, but again, it did get you to 2nd place, so one to take a look at. So taking a look at the championship stats, they're in here. Most goals, 106. Leeds getting to 104 in the playoff part, but unfortunately for them, Ipswich Town beating them out. 106 is a fantastic tally. 2nd place for fewest shots against. Most possession, not there. Dribbles made all the way down in, well, it's tied for 7th, I guess. Tackles won, not there. Best pass completion all the way down in 8th. Most shots for in 2nd. So as we look at the tactic itself, you could say starting out with a sweeper keeper in support, wide center backs on the left and the right, a libero in support in the middle. There is some individual player instruction, so keep that in mind. Wing backs in attack on both the left and the right, and both segundo volantes on the midfield line. And then an inside forward in support on the left, an inside forward in attack on the right, and an advanced forward in attack up front. Positive mentality, in possession attacking width is fairly wide. Play out of defense, passing directness is shorter, tempo is slightly higher, low crosses, work the ball in the box, and be more expressive. In transition, counter press, counter, and roll it out. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. So how did it do for our 3 teams? Well, it's hard to say that Ipswich Town didn't do a fantastic job. 102 points, automatic promotion spot in 2nd place. They did a really, really good job and fantastic place to go from there. Liverpool and Aston Villa, well, Liverpool in 2nd place, 82 points, about average what we've seen. Aston Villa, though, in 8th, a little bit above where they're expected to be, but we have definitely seen them climb the ranks a lot quicker than that. 60 points is just not a great tally for them. Again, we've seen a lot of 4-2-3-1s and 4-3-3s that have brought them to at least Champions League spots. So unfortunately, I wouldn't say that this worked all that well for the Premier League. Again, it could just be the save itself. I simmed throughout the entire season. I didn't take control of anything. That leaves the coaches and the managers doing all the work for me. But in this, like I said, it just didn't seem to work all that well. But that is it for me, Safi and FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.